Angry Joe here, and I'm with Chet Ryder for our Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Hey, man, what's up?
It's good to meet you.
Can you take some questions from the viewers?
Sure.
All right, awesome, man. So it's been, what, since 1999 since Counter-Strike came out, correct?
Correct. 1.6 was 1999, and then Counter-Strike Source was 2004.
Been a long time. A lot of games have released since then. What made Valve decide to go back to Counter-Strike? Why now?
Well, so we've always loved it, and it's actually our oldest game that we haven't updated. So if you're asking about some other game and where it's at, this one's actually first in line.
Are you talking Half-Life 3?
Well, this is older. So we're working with the guys from Hidden Path, and we had them, Hidden Path Entertainment, and we had them do a direct port of Counter-Strike Source to the 360. We thought that'd be a fun thing to release on XBLA, right? Well, they start doing it, when they bring it in, we start playing it, and we're like, wow, this works really well on the 360. It's a lot of fun. We forgot how much we love this game, of like updating it and playing it, and we got some ideas for it. And then we started working with them. We have a development team at Valve. We have a development team at Hidden Path Entertainment. We actually have a development team in London helping us with the PS3 port. And we just love playing it. It's a fun, competitive game. And a lot of shooters now don't have that really tight, like, you lost because the other guy was better. Available on the PSN, XBLA, or Steam.
Okay, because that's what you were saying earlier, and you're saying your team, if this works really, really well, we'll make it a full retail, but it's not a full retail, it's a downloadable game.
We'll make it a full game, but it's going to be a downloadable game, and it'll be priced appropriately.
What about the price? We're looking at maybe probably $1,200.
Appropriately for downloads, whatever that is at that point, right? Yeah. Honestly, when we start working in a game like this, we say, hey, you know what? We want to bring the Counter-Strike experience to the modern consoles, and we want to update it for the PC players. That's our focus. If we do that really well, the pricing will work its way out, right? If we don't do that well, then pricing's a problem.
So what's new in Counter-Strike?
Actually, there's a lot of stuff. We've kept the core gameplay, but what we've done is we looked and said, what have we learned from making Left 4 Dead series? What have we learned from releasing Counter-Strike Source? One of the things Counter-Strike Source did was compress the skill ceiling so that it was really hard for really good players to distinguish themselves from other players. So we've heightened that up so that people can, really good players can show that they're really good players and perform really well. And then we've also made it easier to enter. So what we actually are playing here today is called casual mode. In casual mode, money doesn't mean anything. You can buy everything you want at the very beginning. You can jump in. There's no friendly fire. So it's just really easy to get in and start playing. And then once you start going, you can get into the competitive mode. And competitive mode actually has skill-based matchmaking. So you're always going to be playing with guys around your skill level, so you'll be having some fun games there.
So are those the two modes? Are there any other additional modes?
There's some other game modes coming out. We're not talking about them yet.
Not talking about them yet. Okay, so any new weapons, grenades, anything like that?
So we have 8 new weapons, including the Molotov cocktail, which is always fun. Good aerial denial effect. Throw it out. You don't have to worry about that section for a little bit. We also have some other weapons. My favorite is going to be the Zeus. It's a taser-like weapon. So now in competitive mode, money's important, right? And $1,000 is a lot of money just to throw around. Well, the Zeus costs $1,000. You can use it once. You have one shot with it, and you have to be really close. So to kill someone with the Zeus in a competitive round, you're saying before the round even started, I know I can kick your ass.
It's almost like a teabag or something.
Yeah, it's a bit of a humiliation move.
Okay, so obviously there's going to be classic maps like DE Dust. You cannot make Counter-Strike with DE Dust. Have you changed that map at all? Any tweaked it, or is it in its original form? And how many maps can we expect?
Well, so there's going to be a total of 7 classic maps, then 15 total maps. And what we did with the classic maps is we looked, and we have this really good resource, the internet, of everyone playing it. And what are people still playing a lot of? What are they playing in competitive modes? What aren't they playing? And we saw that Aztec and Dust had kind of fallen out of favor. And so we took a look and said, why? Well, let's move up to terrorist spawn locations so they have a better the ability to go either way. Let's add another route inside the tunnel so that they can come up and attack from the other side, so they can't just get pinned in the middle section. And now it seems viable. And we're gonna have an extended beta start in October on Steam, so people can be able to give us feedback on those changes to the maps. And we want to make sure that every map we release is everyone's favorite and they keep playing it. Yeah. And we're gonna actually have cross-platform play between the PS3 and PC and Mac players. Okay. So a lot of bets
what about
settled.
The Xbox?
We wish we could. Right now, that's not looking like it's gonna happen.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, man. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Thank you so much.